Welcome to PC Tutorials episode 4, and this is more on the control panel. Oops, wrong one. Okay, where do we leave off at? Indexing options. Let's move on down to internet options. You could go here and do many things to your internet. You can delete cookies, you can change the settings, not cookies, this is your history. You can change your settings of your history, how many pages you want to keep in history or whatever. And you can change the way search works on the internet. Change the way tabs work. This only works for Internet Explorer. If you use Google Chrome, it has its own options over here. Change the way it works here for Google Chrome, and other browsers have the same thing. This only works for Internet Explorer. So this is just for, IE. Change the way security works, privacy works, content. Got the content advisor, you can block internet sites and whatever, what have you. Connections, you can add a connection. If you have broadband and already automatic connection, you don't need to add nothing. This is for basically dial-up and virtual private network settings, is what it says. So, programs. You can make window, i.e. your default browser, or tell me if Internet Explorer is not the default browser. I don't, because my default browser is Google Chrome. You can manage your add-ons. You can edit HTML. You can pick a program to edit it. Choose programs that you want to use for other internet services such as email. You can set programs, and this takes you to the default program section, and you can add what you need to add there. Advanced. I don't mess with this because I don't know what's the best thing to add to it, but accessibility, you can see what you could do for accessibility for if you can't read stuff or whatever. If you're handicapped, then this is where you would go to for Internet Explorer to check for your accessibility, what you need to use for it, stuff like that. And that's all for internet options. Java, this is only if you have Java installed, and Java is pretty slow. You can set settings up for Java. I'll just leave it normal. You can change settings on your keyboard, make the repeat rate fast or slow or medium, repeat delay long, short, medium. The cruiser blink rate, you can have it blink none, blink some, or blink fast. Hardware really just gives you information on the device. Location and other sensors. No sensors are installed, so I really don't know what to say about that. Mail. This just changes options for Windows Mail, I guess. You can add a profile, what have you. MobileMe, this is only if you install MobileMe from iTunes or whatever. If you have a name, a member name and everything, you can go ahead and sign. If you don't, then don't worry about it. Options for mouse. You can make double click speed fast or slow, I just leave it where it's at. Click lock, which enables you to highlight or drag without holding down the mouse button. So say you have like arthritis or something in your hand and you can't hold it down for too long. You can turn on this. Well, it's supposed to. See? You can't just click, you gotta hold down for a little bit. Okay, I see. Let's see, we'll turn this off because I don't need it. That is a nice option to have. Okay. You can switch the primary and secondary buttons if you are left-handed. Change your pointers. You got plenty of pointers are changed. You can also install some if you want to. Pointer speed, you can make it faster or slower or medium. Snap to, I didn't really like that, but if you do it, snaps it to a pop-up dialog box that says like OK or cancel, allow, whatever. It'll snap it to it. And I didn't like that because it confused me. So pointer trails, if you like them, you can have them. Hide pointer when typing, I'd select that. If you can't find your mouse sometimes, just show location of pointer when I press the control key. I don't need that. But if you do, you can. You can adjust the way the vertical or horizontal scrolling works. And again, it also gives you hardware. Gives you that you can get the properties of it. So where you can get the details. If you can update the driver, you can update the driver. If you can't, then you can't. And what have you. Let's move on past the mouse. Where were we? Network and sharing center. This is where you go for your network. Okay. As you see, it's connected to the network, my computer, the network, and the internet. You can also edit your home group settings. You can connect to another network, or you can set up a new connection. Troubleshoot problems if you're having issues. You could change the adapter settings. You can change the advanced sharing settings. You can see also home group, internet options, mobile me, or Windows firewall settings. Right from there. Notification area icons, which I believe is down here. I always just show them, but if you don't have them show, you can always go in here and check which ones you want to show, which ones you want to always hide, or what have you. NVIDIA control panel, depending on your video card that you have ATI, NVIDIA, Intel GMA, or some other video card. The control panel for it will show up here if it has one. If it doesn't, then you won't have one. I wouldn't recommend messing around settings. Just leave it on default and move on down to, I guess this is something I installed or whatever. The safe application will then allow it. Now you can allow that. Okay. Something I obviously installed, or it came with something that I installed. Didn't really know it was there, but well, I really don't care, so well, don't even mess with that if you have it, I guess, unless you use it. I don't know what it is. Never mess with it. So anyways, the next option is parental controls. If you have kids in your house and you want to set up, and you have an account set up for them, like me, this is just my computer. I have no password. I have nothing on here. I have no locks whatsoever. But if you say you had a son, a daughter, whatever, and they had an account, and your account was password protected, of course, and you want to set up options on that person's account, can apply it to the guest account. You can always turn it off anyway. Mine's off. If you have a new, let's say you have the user, a third user, you can go here and nah, don't create a standard user. But say you had a standard user, which was your daughter's or son's user account, you could apply some parental controls to it, like how long they're on it, can they access the internet or not, or what have you. If you do, and you don't want them to get on the internet or whatever, you want to limit their time on the computer, then I would definitely set up parental controls on their account. Performance and information and tools. This really is just this shows you your index if you haven't set it up. You can set it up if you want to. You can let it scan, run a scan, find out your base score, which is basically the lowest sub-score. So you can adjust indexing options and power settings and disk cleanup and advanced tools right from here. Personalization. This just opens up this tab here. You can change your background. You can change your theme. You can change the way the computer looks. Oops, no. I'm just going to save theme as Goku, because that's who's in the background, so that's saved now. You can also change your desktop icons. You can change mouse pointers, and you can change your account picture from here. See also display, taskbar and start menu, ease of access center. You can change your sounds. You can add a screensaver or turn it off if you don't want it. I didn't care for it, so I turned it off. Phone and modem, if you have a modem card. I do not have a modem card, so it's probably not even gonna, this won't even work, so. But if you do have a phone and you have a modem in your computer, you have a phone hooked up to it, you can set that up, I guess, with whatever else it's supposed to do. I don't know. Never really messed with it. Power options, you can change the power options here. High performance or balanced or power saver, whichever one you choose. You can also change blend settings. Put the computer to turn off display, never. Put this computer to sleep, never. You can change advanced options. Go in here and change stuff. I'm just gonna cancel. I'm not gonna change mine. There you go. You can say require a password on wake up. Choose what the power buttons do. Create a power plan. Choose when to turn off the display. Change when the computer sleeps. Okay. Programs and features, you can go here and you can see what programs you got installed, how much space they take, if they have that option there. If they don't, then it's just going to be blank. You can also uninstall programs from here if you want to, but from what I showed you in the beginning video, if I didn't, I'm going to show you now. Go to protect my. When you install all your protection programs and they all show up on the desktop, make a protection folder and put them all here. These are all the programs. I mentioned Adware, I mentioned Advanced System Care, I mentioned Avast, I mentioned CCleaner, I mentioned the Komodo Firewall. I did not mention the Komodo System Cleaner. This is like CCleaner but a little more advanced. So if you don't want to mess with anything too advanced and you don't want to, you know, mess up something, I really wouldn't recommend this for any kind of casual user because they could select the wrong option and totally screw up the computer because it skins the registry and it gives you options to delete extras, and you don't want to mess with them. But if you want to follow what I do here, then you could use it. But I'm going to stop here and I'm going to go more onto the control panel in the next video. So this is the last part on the control panel, hopefully. So I'll see you later.